Hey, welcome back. I hope you all are doing lovely today, just as I hope you are every day. So today we have some more questions from Tellonym from Amberlyn. We're just going to do 10 today to keep the video shorter again, make them a little more digestible. See what she answers in this round. Question is, do you realize that the majority of your audience thinks you've given up on losing weight? Whether that's really the case or not doesn't matter to the people watching. It's the image you put out there that influences viewers. I'm bringing this up because you don't seem to understand, and then I guess I forgot to show more before cutting that off. But Amber's response is, I'm literally telling everyone I'm losing weight and I'm making healthier choices at home. I'm doing outpatient and trying to recover from binge eating. I'm being more active daily and exercising. Just because I am not doing weigh-ins right now does not mean I'm not losing weight. You know, we have seen her grocery hauls and she is getting healthier food options, it seems. So good for her on that. Yeah, we haven't seen weigh-ins. Her therapist or her her eating disorder psychiatrist or therapist, whatever their title is, maybe telling her to not weigh in so often, so that those numbers don't get into her head and possibly cause problems with her progress of recovering from the binge eating disorder. I'd love it if you just kept losing weight, never really talked about weight loss on your channel, never do weigh-ins, never answer weight loss questions, and viewers just kept seeing you lose weight until one day we all realize you're down in the 100s. Amberlyn says, sounds splendid, but I will be attacked till the day I prove what my weight is, lol. I am clearly smaller than I was in 2019, but people seem to still think I look bigger than ever today. Just goes to show that the denial and delusion is real inside of the Hater Nation community. You can definitely see that her face and neck area is smaller than it was in 2019. It can be a little harder to tell in the body because there's so many factors on that. You know, how you're standing or sitting, or, if you're bloated or not, or the clothes you're wearing. So it's a little harder to gauge most of the body area based on that, unless it's pretty drastic. Nothing smaller about you. You're fucking 500 pounds and you think losing 40 is an accomplishment. You're going to die. Fucking do more. Amberlyn says, losing 80 pounds is an accomplishment, which I have done. I am doing more, and that is why I am actively changing my lifestyle. I am nowhere near as bad off as I was a few years ago. If you can't see that, you're in denial of my progress. It is easy to not see the good things someone does when you heavily dislike them. This person seems to be trying the tough love, harsh route of encouragement, which doesn't work with Amberlyn. She's counting her highest weight of 572 is that 80 pounds lost, right? So if she has lost 80 pounds from that, then she would be 492. I would say she's maybe 495, 498 right now, maybe. She might be a little bit under 500, because last time she showed us a weigh-in, she was like 502.4 or something like that. Young Dumb Honey Bun using your hair loss as clickbait, and then 3 throwing up or sick emojis. She's disgusting. Amberlyn says, I tried being nice to her once. She reached out to me, but she is a fucking joke. Yeah, Young Dumb Honey Bun did use some content in regards to Amberlyn's video where it looked like her, her hair was missing in the back by her neck, which we've already discussed in a couple of videos. Everybody has their own opinion. You know, we're all putting ourselves out there on the internet, which means other people have the right to criticize us. You know, it is what it is. I think sometimes people can be a little meaner to Amberlyn than they need to be. I mean, she is a person after all. She does have feelings. But at the same time, sometimes she brings it on herself with some of the things she does and says, like some of the lies she's been caught in. Do you still play Animal Crossing New Horizons? Amberlyn says, I have not played in a long time. I just included this because I play Animal Crossing New Horizons. So if any of you play Animal Crossing on the Switch and want to be friends on there and we can visit each other's islands and send recipes back and forth, let me know. And we can exchange friend codes on the Switch. You keep saying you're losing weight, and why won't anyone believe you? It's because you've literally admitted to saying you're losing weight in videos when you aren't. Amberlynn says, 8 years ago, bro. Why do y'all hold on to shit I have talked about hundreds of times? That was 8 years ago. Like, WTF. Yeah, and that's why people don't believe her, because she's lied about it. So every time she says the same thing, people think she's lying again. So it's once you break that trust with people, it's really hard to get back. And she's still gonna have to work to get that trust back, unfortunately. I understand why you eat so much. You haven't been loved enough by your parents. They failed you, and now you fail at everything else. Amberlynn says, okay. So I think what the person's trying to say is that she's getting the feeling whenever she eats food, it gives her the satisfaction and like the endorphins and like serotonin releases that she would get from affection from people growing up. So she turned to food to get those feelings. This is in response, somebody was responding to Amberlynn, talking about if somebody asked her if she would respond to a compilation video by Young Dumb Honey Bun of her lying. And Amberlynn said, I'd only do it if the video was short and straight to the point. So this person saying, girl, do not give Young Dumb Honey Bun the time of day. She cannot take what she dishes out. She compared you to Chris Brown, and when people called her out for it, she backpedaled and blocked. You respond to criticism better than she does. Amberlynn says, wow, yeah, she's kind of pathetic. It is what it is. So I never heard Young Dumb Honey Bun do this in a video, but apparently she did it on Twitter, which I don't get on Twitter a whole lot, so I haven't seen this. But if anybody else has, you can give me your take on it down below. Okay, I'm just gonna say it. The reaction channels are getting out of hand. I don't follow you, I only follow them. And the newest videos are becoming borderline bullying. In the older eras, I'd say you deserved it. But recently, it's like you can't do one thing without it being targeted, and it's not okay. Shitty behavior warrants being made fun of, but I really don't see you doing anything shitty recently, and it's sad to see that it's escalating like this. You can't do one thing without being ridiculed or called a discount Chantel. Amberlynn responds, this is a good point. I used to say things that I could slightly see why it upset people, but like, I'm so boring. I literally am a fat woman living in Kentucky, doing nothing besides being boring. The fact that Amberlynn can only slightly see why things that she's done upset people really shows a lack of, I guess, self-reflection. She's done a lot of things in the past that warranted criticism, and some of her behavior towards her ex-girlfriends, towards the animals, towards her audience. I mean, telling people that they're sociopaths and psychopaths and that she's better than the majority of us and things. That's, people don't like that. It's whenever you start attacking your audience just because your feelings are hurt, it's going to make people be like, wow, we don't like her, kind of a thing. This is talking about, somebody had said it like she's not putting herself together for videos, and she had responded that yeah, she's depressed. And this person's responding, also can tell these people telling you to put, quote, more effort into your looks, just shut the shit up. Do they understand how hard it is to even wake up when you're depressed? I'm going through a resurgence of my depression right now too, and it is an everyday struggle to do the bare minimum. Every little thing seems so pointless and hard and then piles up and creates this terrible weight. I'm begging the people who haven't experienced it to get off your ass about these stupid little things and please just get a life, or like a tiny bit of empathy. And Amberlynn just responds, 3 claps. Yeah, I've commented this on a couple of my videos where people have mentioned something about it. Yeah, I don't have depression myself, but I have been depressed before. But I have friends that do struggle with depression, and like reading various things about it and everything, I think the spoon theory is kind of a good way to look at it, where, you only have so many spoons, to do things throughout the day. So if you have like 10 spoons, maybe getting out of bed and showering takes 2 of those spoons. Maybe walking Twinkie takes 2 spoons. You know, fixing something for dinner is a spoon. You know, or maybe it's even 3 spoons to do some of those things. And you only have so many spoons in the day. So when it comes time for her to, you know, record a video, recording those videos may take, you know, 2 or 3 spoons. If we throw in like, you know, the editing and everything, that might be 3 spoons for her to do. And she just may not have any more spoons left to bother putting on makeup. You know, you only have so much energy and only so much effort whenever you're depressed. So I can understand. I mean, I also am the kind of person, I don't put a lot of effort into how I look. So I can understand Everlyn just not wanting to be bothered by it. So I can also understand that point of view. But I think that it's, you know, whenever she's depressed, she just doesn't have the energy to put on makeup, or maybe she just doesn't feel like wearing it that day. All right, and that's all we have for this video. I hope you all learned something or got something out of that. You know, a couple of questions, you know, about her weight loss and what she's doing with that, and then like her effort, and then a couple of just some random ones in there, you know, about like a couple about Young Dumb Honey Bun, and just a couple of random questions. So, well, with that being said, that's all I've got for you in this one. So until next time, be safe and take care. Hey.